the one drinking beer. I'm drinking water.
2 touchdowns a game?
Yes, in the game.
You're tripping.
How high? No, it's high Super Bowl time.
I don't know what we're doing in that front office, man. Twiddling our fucking dick.
Ryan, I just need you to drink this.
Wide receiver trivia. That's what she said.
Her.
The fuck?
Her upset.
Are those crutches?
You can see Ryan's crutches. What is going on, folks? Welcome back to your favorite podcast on the internet. This is After Further Review, breaking down a Thursday night game between the Ravens and the Dolphins. I'm your co-host, Jalen Brown.
I am your other co-host, Malin Dennis.
And I'm your other co-host, Junebug Spade.
Yes, sirs. Thursday night in the books here, starting off week 9 with a blowout by the Ravens, just spanking the Dolphins. The final score was, what here? We had 28-6. Ravens just went right into Miami and just handled their business. Folks, Lamar Jackson is back. Lamar is, he hit the ground running, and I don't think he's going to be looking back anytime soon. 28-6. Lamar Jackson had 204 yards, 18 for 23, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He played lights out, man. Lamar had a great game. And, Ravens looking like they are, starting to make a little bit of a run here. And, hey, even though it's beating up on a bad team, a win is a win. And, Malin, I'm going to start with you. What did you think about Lamar's return back out onto the field?
I mean, he's Lamar Jackson. I will say this: you're saying he's all the way back. I felt like the Ravens knew that they could be conservative with their play calling today and still stomp the Dolphins, which is what they did. And so I don't know that he's all the way back yet. But what he really did tonight was show that he can win a football game without running the football. Because he only ran the ball 5 times, and he was under 3 yards per carry on all of those. Like, the Ravens didn't want to really unleash him and let him loose yet. Like, we didn't see the dynamic runs or anything like that. We saw Lamar Jackson really kind of be that scalpel type quarterback with efficiency. When you complete 18 to 23 for 4 touchdowns, I don't care if it was only 204 yards. That's really efficient. And the Ravens can do that and not have him run the ball when Derrick Henry's popping off 6.3 yards a carry. So I just felt like Lamar Jackson coming back, that Ravens defense is getting better. I'm still not holding the Dolphins to 6 points. Don't make me think that the Ravens are like, oh, we back. Because, the Colts did that week 1 when Miami had Tyreek Hill. But they played better. They played a lot more efficient. I like what I saw out of Lamar Jackson. I think over the next couple weeks, we'll start to see even more layers to that offense, back up to getting those 35, 36 points a game. And if that defense can keep doing what they're doing, man, I kind of like what we see. And hey, we're only 1 Steelers loss away from the Ravens being 1 game out of leading that division, and that's fucking wild.
That's next week, and that's going to be next week.
June, you being amongst the 3 of us, the only person to take the Dolphins to cover in this game, and the Dolphins tonight were just full of mistakes, along with some other stuff, but mistakes was something that they were full of. I'm convinced, what's his name, Washington, played for the Ravens tonight. I'm convinced he was not a Dolphin. What did you see from the Dolphins? We'll start on the offensive side of the bar. What did you see from them offensively, or what didn't you see from them, I guess?
Well, number one, they left 21 points out on the table. They missed a field goal. They had turnover in the red zone. They missed on the 4th and 2. They, I mean, it was just a levee of mistakes by this offense over and over and over again. The turnovers, and this time, I mean, besides that last interception by Tua, who that didn't really count because it was what it was. The game was already out of reach. But the simple fact of the matter is that this team was not helping their quarterback out. Tua was doing okay, even though he did miss a couple of key passes, I thought, on a couple of plays that really messed it up. And I'm going to say this now. If we don't wake up in the morning and see Mike McDaniel fired,
It ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna fire
I
him yet.
mean, this team is undisciplined, and you wasted A-Chain tonight. A-Chain, yeah, he only had 16 yards, but he had 4.8 yards to carry. He was hey, 0.8 yards to carry will get you that means second down, you should be getting a first down, right? Gotta keep going with that. They gave up on the run so quick. They could have kept running the ball, even being down 21-6. They could have kept running the ball if you really think about it. But they gave up on the run so quickly. You got a running back who's doing his job. He giving you 4.8 yards a carry, and you telling me, and you're still in this game, and you just give up on the run. That's what, and then you putting all the onus on your quarterback, who has a couple of issues going on. So the Dolphins are a mess. They are a hot mess, and this tells you how bad Atlanta is. If the Dolphins whipped them like they did last week, that tells you how bad Atlanta is.
Hey,
So,
Cousins said,
okay.
Michael Penix would have had him in that ball game.
Okay.
That game just showed how bad those two coaches are in Atlanta and Miami.
Yes.
Good grief.
Yes.
I mean, did you guys see? Like, they kept panning to Mike every time something would go wrong, man. And he'd be like looking at the sky. It's like, damn.
Did you hear what Al Michaels said? Al Michaels said that's the face of a frustrated coach.
Well, the crazy thing is that like they lost 28-6, right? That's a 22-point loss. It's surprising to me that that's his worst loss at home as the head coach of the Dolphins. 22-point loss is his worst loss. How crazy it is that 3 years ago or 2 years ago that they beat the brakes off of the Denver Broncos like 70-21. And everyone loved Mike. Everyone loved Tua. Hill was happy. He wasn't getting arrested on the way to a game. I mean, like, people were living large in Miami. Like, Nestor was dating a Colombian. And he had yet to discover white women yet. Like, he didn't know how easy it would be. Like, it's so crazy just how quickly you can fall with the same people. Like, I can understand, Jalen, the Patriots falling when you lost Bill Belichick, right? And you didn't have Tom Brady. But this is the same coach and the same quarterback, most of the same offensive weapons. And 2 years later, we're like, y'all are a problem. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man, how quickly things can change because they have just a slew of problems here. But yeah, and another thing that I noticed from them was just how many times, I think, June, you counted, 4 times they botched a red zone drive. And it's just like, I don't understand how they only came away with 6 points in this game. There was a missed kick in there, I know that. Which I believe the stat was the only team who has not hit a 50-plus yard field goal in the NFL right now, which is obscene. There's just not much going for this team right now, and I don't really know where you go from here at this point. But yeah, last week's win, I felt like that was a fluke, and it's looking like it was.
Tell you, the ground floor of where they go from here is put that 4th and 2 play
Hmm.
up on the screen on Monday and never do that shit again. Like that's your ground floor. That 4th and 2 was atrocious. That was bad play calling, bad execution, bad quarterback, bad route running. You decided, hey, you know what? 4th and 2, we're going to go to the end zone with our running back against a Pro Bowl safety, and then the running back isn't even going to run the route, and 2 is going to throw it out of the end zone anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. That was the worst play call I've seen so far.
Let me tell you something, Malin. I'm not going to even lie. I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, it's 3rd down. Because why would you make that pass on 4th down? I thought it was 3rd down. And then they started walking out the field. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no. I was like, that was 4th. I had just turned my head for a minute. And I realized it was 4th down. I was like, why would you call that play? That Waddle had been playing, and Waddle had. Did you see Waddle? He was like what 19 yards a catch or whatever he was, or 13. I forgot it was.
It was about
Was it
14
19?
yards a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That
what, yeah,
bad.
13.7. So what are you doing? Throwing the ball to? I'm gonna live and die with my best receiver. I'm gonna not my running back. I'm gonna live and die with my best receiver.
They lined him out as a wideout too on that play. Like I don't even think he came out of the back. They lined him up as a wideout. They're like, you know what? We got a mismatch against his safety. Like
It was becoming too comfortable trying to get the ball to A Chain on passes right now. Like the other pass where A Chain is a good receiver, but you asking a running back to make a receiver type catch. He's never going to come down with that ball. They called it back. The one where he laid out and kind of called it, and then he lost the ball while he was hitting the ground. Y'all remember that? And they called it back. Oh,
yeah, that was bad. That
catch.
was bad. That was a
It's
bad.
for me, he's getting too comfortable, and I don't know how Mike McDaniel can change that. Is that he's getting too comfortable throwing the ball to his running back. He's becoming a check down king, or he's just following the running back out the backfield. Oh, this guy's open up and throw it to him.
He
He's
only
becoming
averaged
too much of a
6.5
check down.
yards per completion tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, how you throw for 260 yards and average less than 7 yards a catch? Like
Because
that's
you're checking down.
that is you're not going to move. You're not going to move down the field. You're damn near not going to. You're not going to open up the running game doing that because your safety is going to play in the entire time. Like they never opened up the field in the entire game. It was bad.
Every pass he threw was within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Except
Every
for the one.
single pass he threw. My God.
A man falls, he slips and falls and gets called for unnecessary roughness. I was like, damn, this is the NFL? This is the man slipped and fell down. And you thought he blowed somebody up. Come on, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, the crazy part was at least the first half, the Dolphins' time of possession was super lopsided in their favor. And the Ravens, they were making their fair share of mistakes too. And it just felt like, okay, even though the Ravens have a bit of a lead heading into halftime, it still felt like the Dolphins could come back and do something. But June, like you said, once they abandoned that run game and, when they moved away from that, you can forget about it. Tua was 25 of 40, that one pick, 261 yards. Not very good. Yeah, it was.
Not get the ball into the end zone. I mean, I understand Tyreek Hill is one of your main weapons, but that's no excuse because he did hit 8. He hit what 9? He hit 1, 2, 3, 4. He hit what 9, 10 different receivers. He hit 10 different receivers. Now I don't understand, or threw to 10 different receivers, I should say. But I don't understand his what he's seeing when he's looking down the field. I
Well,
think it's still
he's seen
that
his running back.
concussion.
Well, he admitted in his post game press conference 2 weeks ago that he can't see down the field. Like he admitted that. That's
Mm.
something that not even Russ ever admitted to. That's something that people didn't talk about in that press conference a couple of weeks ago, where he was throwing other people under the bus about not
Mhm.
showing up to players only meetings. Like he admitted, he was like, "Oh, I couldn't see him," and I'm like, "Shit, man, like that's a problem." But I mean, A Chain, like you said, Jim, like A Chain was tied for the leading catches tonight with 6 catches. Him and Waddle each had 6 catches. He's scared to pull the trigger down the field.
Mhm.
The tight end had 5 catches. He was catching it 3 yards out and running for like 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah.
Uh, Everything was within 10 yards, like pretty much the whole game, man. It just and that offensive line is trash. I
Mhm.
can't put it all on Tua because that offensive line never allowed him the time to let a play develop when they wanted to try to go deep. But I think he's seeing ghost out there. I don't know if you guys
Mhm.
remember. I think it was 2011. Michael Vick. He had that one good year with Philly, and then the next year with Philly, he was fumbling the ball all the time. He was
Mhm.
short passes because he was seeing ghost. Like always feeling pressure when pressure wasn't even there. I
Yeah.
think he was a little bit guilty of that right now. But I mean, we're going to see a complete overhaul of this Miami team, except for Tua, because they decided to overpay this man when he had 2 extended trips on IR with concussions. They're like, you know what, we'll give you a bag of money. Mass move. But yeah, they'll have a new
I'd
head.
be
I
I'd
don't
be
think the new
calling
head.
Cleveland.
Say that again.
Cleveland will take that bad contract.
Hey,
Oh,
good on him, man. He's gonna need that money with his CTE ass. I mean, he's gonna need it later in life when he can't cut his own steak and probably need somebody to chew it for him. With what this Dolphins team is going to do to him, he's going to need that money. He's going to have the help.
Shador Sanders can be doing just as well as Tua right now.
Now stop it.
I would like to
Stop.
see. I would like to see an attempt.
You know, I do think that we are going to see Shador Sanders at some point. Um, the fact that he hasn't beat out Dylan Gabriel yet is wild, but I'm still pissed off at Dylan Gabriel for only throwing Judy the ball 2 times last week in his starting lineup, and I lost to fucking Jalen. You can wipe that smug ass look off your face. That was bullshit. 0 fucking points out of Judy. That's some
I,
shit.
Damn.
dude, I don't think he had time to throw the ball last week. I think he was running all over the place last week, bro. I think he was running for his life. I think he was running for his life the whole game.
June, how did you get us talking about Shador Sanders, man? What the
I
hell?
don't know.
He was running-
Switching gears back to the Ravens here. Their next 4 games, they've got Minnesota next, Cleveland,
Win,
Jets, Bengals.
win,
win,
win.
win.
Four
They're
wins.
back in it. They're back in it.
4 wins.
They're back in it.
4
They're back
wins.
in it.
Well, okay, they're back in it. I get that they're back in it, right? But everyone is on like the Chiefs hype train right now, saying, "Oh, the Chiefs are back." The Chiefs are just beating bad teams. They've beaten one good team. They beat the Lions. Okay, so the Ravens are going to do what they're supposed to do, being the Ravens. They're going to beat teams they should beat. And now all of a sudden, in 4 weeks, guys, we're going to be sitting here and the Chiefs and the Ravens are the toast of the AFC, and we're just going to forget about the first month and a half of football where they played like shit and we're losing to bad teams and beating bad teams. They're not playing anybody.
Hey, you don't make the playoffs in September.
You cannot make the playoffs in September. There's statistics out there about not making the playoffs when you start 0-2 and 0-3. Like the Chiefs skirted the line. If they'd have lost to the Giants, statistically their year would have been over. But they beat the Giants, and then they rattle off a couple more. But I mean, I don't like. Okay, so if the Ravens, let me ask you this, guys.
Okay.
If the Ravens go 4-0 the next month, if they win 4 in a row,
Right.
do you look at them any different or any better than what we think right now, or is it just par for the course? This is what they should do.
No, I think you have to look at them as it depends on how bad. Like if they come out these next 4 games and they just smoke these 4 teams, if they come out and just smoke these 4 teams, you're thinking like, okay, this team is really good. Like if they have all day weeks like they had tonight, you have to look at them as being an upper echelon team. Okay? But if they come out and they're struggling, they're barely winning, like say they play the Jets, right? And they beat the Jets 16-13. Nah, I'm looking at them cross-eyed.
Oh, they ain't
Like,
gonna be.
no. Yeah. What? But no, I'm just saying. That's what I'm talking about, though. If that happens, but what I'm saying is, if they come out, it depends on what the games are, how close the games are. If they're making a lot of mistakes and the games are close, then you can't take what they did in those 4 games, even if they win all 4, with a grain of salt. But if they come out and they smoke these teams, they're winning by 2 touchdowns or more. You have to say, okay, now we got to watch out for the Ravens.
2 more questions, Jalen, before we go on. We got to think. Hey, the Colts. Okay, right now,
Mhm.
before we play the next 4 games, I don't need a dialogue, but just tell me who's better, Colts or Ravens right now.
Oh, the Colts.
The Colts are better. Yeah.
Okay, now if the Colts beat Pittsburgh, beat Atlanta, lose to KC, beat Houston, if they win 3 out of 4,
hmm
and the Ravens win 4 in a row,
hmm
who's the better team, Colts
The
or Ravens?
Colts.
The
The
Colts.
Colts.
Okay. As long as we're understanding and giving the Colts their flowers still, while nobody else is, because everyone's just going to be talking about the usual suspects, while the Colts are just hammering. Because the Colts are not like the Packers. The Packers have 1 loss and a tie, and they've barely beaten some people, but the Colts are just
Mhm.
putting smackdown on people. And they damn near like their worst losses to the Rams, which is a pretty good football team, a 2-loss team.
Mhm.
But I think the Colts deserve a lot more respect. I apologize, Jalen. Continue what you're doing.
No, you're good. I think the Ravens right now, they have to play catch up. So it's like I can't really think of them as like they're fully back or like a dominant team yet until they're like about a 500 football team again. I mean, let's get back to that point. And these 4 teams that they do have are all pretty bad. So it's not like it would be anything crazy impressive if they did went 4-0. It's like they're doing what they should have been doing a month ago.
Right.
After that, it gets a bit more difficult. But
If you have time tomorrow, watch what's it called, the FS1 show with Nick Wright and Chris Broussard, and what's the other guy's name that loves the Patriots?
Kevin Wildes.
Kevin Wildes. I knew you would know his name.
I love their show.
think first of all, it's the best show. It's the best
is.
commentary. Because I love that they're biased because they're fans. Like they have their teams. Like Wilds loves the Patriots and Nick Wright loves the Chiefs, and it can get nauseating the way that Nick Wright can talk about the Chiefs or whatever. But Chris Broussard, he might show up tomorrow with a champagne bottle in hand, drinking it. It might happen. Because he was bullish on them boys. What was it? 2 weeks ago when they lost. 3 weeks ago when they lost to the Rams.
Yeah.
They lost to the Rams, and Chris Broussard went on that show and he said, "I see good things. They're back." And everyone looked at him like, "You just lost." He was like, "Nah, man, you guys see that defense? No, they're back." And now they ripped off 2 straight wins. That man might be drunk on the show tomorrow. He might be intoxicated. And there's not a damn thing Nick Wright can say about it He's
Yeah.
just gonna have to
After they beat the Bears, he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna come in with the robe and my feet up because it's just the Bears, and they've got some proving to do." But I think the way they won this game, he might tomorrow. He might come in with
he's
the robe
all
on.
in. He's all in. And Nick Wright's gonna have a few more banners to release over the Chiefs. And Wilds is going to be like, listen, man, y'all keep talking about your teams, but my Patriots are better than both of y'all's right now. That's a great show, man. That's such a good show.
It is. It is.
I love it.
That's my favorite sports talk show. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to mention before we get up out of here?
I just want Derrick Henry, man. He's it looks like he's going to benefit with Lamar Jackson being back. I liked him today. He ran hard. Those couple of big runs that he had. What I want to see more is more consistency from him. I don't want to see you lose 4 yards and you have to make it up by running 20. Now I want to see that consistent 4-yard grind from him. Every time I see him, I want to see that 4-yard because he's going to need that if this team plan on making the playoffs and beating some good teams. They're going to need Henry to really get his game up and hit that 4 yards a carry consistently, not losing any yards. When they get him on the goal line, he's got to put the ball in the end zone. That's one thing that tonight I saw that a couple of times he did get stopped on the goal line. So that's something that they got to work on next couple of weeks.
I had him in a crazy parlay. He was the only thing that didn't. It was cross NBA, NFL. The only prop that did not hit was Derrick Henry just scoring a touchdown. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I see with the Ravens right now. Is they got that part. The goal line offense. The goal line offense not having Lamar try to throw the ball on the goal line so much. They need to be able to stick the ball in with Henry. I like that they had that big boy in number 47. I forgot what his name was, but I guess he came back from injury. He was a fullback, and they had him in a few times, but still something was off with them at the goal line today. So
yeah.
The only thing that I got to say is that I feel like so far this year we have been lucky with the Thursday night matchups that we've had. We've had some pretty good football games. This one was a snoozer. I think there was a lot of America that was like, you know what, I can get a little bit of extra sleep and go to work. And I'm looking at the schedule going forward, man, and I'm a little bit dissatisfied with what we got happening next, boys. We got Denver against the Raiders.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You got New England against the Jets. I don't think we have to really go in depth on who we think is going to win those 2 games. I know we better still be picking these in the ride or die, Jim, because you keep doing the Thursday night games. So this should be layups.
They'll be there.
Then you got Philly against the Bears. Detroit and Dallas is a good one. Then you got Tampa and Atlanta. You got the Rams and Seattle. That'll be a good one. And then the last 2 Thursday night games. Rams versus Seattle in Seattle, and then Denver at KC. I think those are going to be 2 games.
Okay.
But up until then, man, like we got some snooze fest coming up, boys. Like you just, it's.
I tell you what, I'm going to be. Well, we'll talk about this off the air, Jalen. But go ahead and you can close it out.
Yes, we will. So we'll be back Sunday night. So, Sunday night. With plenty to talk about.
Seattle and Washington Sunday night. Hopefully, I'm a happy person.
I think you will be.
All right.
And if I'm not, I'm going to be drunk.
All right, folks. We will see you all in a couple of days. Have a happy Halloween, and thank you all for stopping by. Peace out.